found it in a nutshell and called myself a king of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams.
To start the video off, I wanted to provide some context in where the tournament took place before going into the second game, because I realized I forgot that in the first game. And yeah, here we go. The tournament was called Throne of Merlinbow 3, I think. I wasn't at the other ones. I really wish I was, because it was great. But it's located in Jutland in a castle that is a one-to-one replica of the castle from Tintin. You know, the guy with the dog and the Captain Haddock and all the things. It is run by an amazing guy named Simon, who sets all this up. He has 15 tables, he has terrain, he has all kinds of stuff. There's great food that his wife makes, and a cute dog too. Uh, anyway, for this kind of event, me and my friends who live on this other island have to sleep in Jutland, somewhere close to Merlinbow. And so we did. We made the long day trek the day before, drove there, and got there in the evening. Drank some beers. I drank a lot of beers. And then we went to sleep. I passed out. Almost. Then my friend Michael woke me up by rummaging around in his things. Then I told him I dreamt that I lost to Lizardmen. Lizardmen are not the strongest army in the game. I think we all know that. And I like to mock it sometimes. I have all the respect for the Lizardmen players, but not so much the army. It's also because I don't really like the whole lizard. They're lizards. I don't like lizards for some reason. I don't know why. But but this came back to bite me in this game. It's a little foreshadowing, if you know what that is, which you probably do. Yeah, but lizardmen and renegades are a different beast than normal lizardmen from straight out of the legacy PDF, where they are basically unplayable, in my opinion, unless you spam skinks, which they do anyway. But here we go. Hello again. Here we are with the battle report for episode 2. I have Morten here again to be my
Hello.
comforting friend. Uh,
He's gonna need a lot of comfort here.
I was, as I described, playing against Espen, who brought his Lizardmen, and this is his army. It's a pretty standard army for Lizardmen. I feel it's kind of a good stuff army, where you bring all of the things that are viable in Lizardmen, and I mean literally all of them, which is like 5 or 4 things. And then you pray for the best. The Slan Mage Priest is a little interesting because it's in a Meteor Hammer Mage Priest with illusion. It's what we call the Battle Toad. It's pretty cool.
Interesting choice.
It's 500 points though, but it's pretty cool. And it actually gives the opponent 700 points if he kills it in close combat, because it's both the general and the battle standard bearer at the same time. So
That's a juicy target.
it's a very juicy target, and yeah. Let's get into it. I played my army. My army was, yeah, you know, the Free Dragons one. I went through it like 2 times. This is the deployment. We played 4 objectives, and I think it's called Drawn Battle Lines, the regular one. If you can see my cursor here, I once again try to commit to deploying the Forsaken very wide, to soak up the board and to have like a wall that I could move around. Then I deployed some horsemen over here to get the objective at the right, and then I deployed some horsemen in the middle because I didn't have as many drops as he did, and I had to not expose them too much because he has like 3 units of blowpipes and some laser dinosaurs, and some rocks he can drop. He's got all kinds of things. So I wanted to not lose the horsemen as fast. Then I deployed all my dragons in like a big ball of death, just to set him up for what he would do. Yeah, Espen deployed very, I don't know, very smart, I think, in some ways. I like the jungle swarms because they have Vanguard and movement 6, so they can actually take an objective in turn 1, which they did.
Cool.
Yeah, and so we
Fast
sat on
moves.
3 objectives from turn 1, even if I didn't start. Then he had 2 laser dinosaurs up here, the stegodons, and he had 2 carnosaurs. One carnosaur is the one with the meteoric iron and a ward save, and the other one does not have meteoric iron, of course. So he's a lot less tanky. Then all the skinks also have Vanguard. It's very reminiscent of Craze, where everything also has Vanguard. But yeah.
Except it's lizards and not elves.
Except it's Lizardmen, yes.
So they have toughness too, right?
They have toughness too, yeah, but they actually have a 4-up save in close combat, which is very strange. And they also have the absolute semi-broken rule in when you play Renegades, which is cold-blooded, which allows you to roll 3 dice for leadership tests and pick the lowest.
But that's the flavor of the army, right?
I
That's
know,
one of the
but
things.
it's very, very powerful in Old World.
Yeah.
However, I won't really complain about it because it didn't really do that much, but I could see how it potentially does a lot. Especially with like arc lightning rods and other things of that nature.
The wizarding hat on a cold-blooded cowboy.
The wizarding hat on a cold-blooded cowboy, yes.
Getting that illusion, getting like glittering ropes on your cold ones. It's cool.
True, very true. Anyway, this is the first turn. I believe I find it hard to trace that actually, but I think he went first, even though I got a +1. So no, I actually went first. He just vanguarded up. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So I moved up all my guys. I moved my Forsaken up here. Then I did a little pivot just to angle him. Then his turn, he moved all his guys forward, taking the objectives. I couldn't really contest them at this point because I would just get shot if I move out there. Skinks can, with javelins, can move 12 and shoot.
Yeah, they have quite the range.
They have got a lot of range.
But then they expose themselves, so it's a bit of a trade-off.
Yeah, but and they
Then
can
they flee,
basically
but if you
always
get
march too, because they have roll 3 dice and pick the 2 lowest.
yeah.
But so I angled my dragons like this to have the dragons, if he wanted to, in the following turns, charge into my thing, I could countercharge with the dragons. Set that up. And the Warpfire Dragon was looking for something to kill. It's actually one of the squishiest ones in this matchup because the Warfire Dragon doesn't really have 3 saves against. It doesn't have 3 saves against his skinks, and they all have poison. So it's quite susceptible to their poison compared to the other dragons, which don't really care. Yes, and all the Marauder Horsemen are, of course, in skirmish, even though I just placed them like this because it's somewhat reminiscent of the formation I actually put them in. These guys were aligned to charge the jungle swarms. I did the math quickly with the Carrion Crow for toughness 5, you can actually survive quite a lot and do quite a lot of damage. Which is what I did. There's even a +1 plus toughness here, which was in my turn. I charged them.
Marauders saw combat with plus toughness. That's amazing.
Yeah, so they had toughness 5. They were actually my MVPs of the weekend. They are very, very strong. I feel that there's yeah, I'll talk to that in the later video. Anyway, what happened here was I marched all my Forsaken up because I wanted him to engage them in some way. So I marched them up to deny his furious charges. And just see, he shouldn't really do that much damage to me. He should kill a couple of 9 or so. I don't know. It's not that bad. Compared to, I would deny his furious charge here, and he has weapon skill 3 on the Carnosaur and stuff like that. And my Warfire Dragon charged into what?
Weapon skill 3 for a short while longer.
Yeah. That is the new Lizardmen have just dropped. You heard it here first. It's pretty good. I would argue. Anyway, the Warfire Dragon charged into the Ancient Stegodon. Me being somewhat, I don't know, yeah, brave, I guess you could call it, stupid, because I didn't really do the math, and it takes me forever to kill this thing actually. When you think about it, the fact I think it has like a 3-up save or a 4-up save, so it still has some save against my attacks, and so it took.
But they're low toughness, right? Or is the Ancient Stick on toughness 6?
It's toughness 6, so it's pretty hard to kill,
Alright.
actually.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to like have some cover from all these skinks that are here, because they were sizing me up to shoot at me. But they ran past me after I charged, I think, and then they stood here, started to pepper my guys. Nothing really happened. And these guys, all of this made it so I couldn't really go over here with my horsemen.
Poor horses.
Yeah, they were kind of looking, waiting for stuff to happen. And stuff did happen, because he charged me. He charged me with all of this shit. Which I wasn't really I was expecting him to charge with these two, or I wasn't really expecting him to charge with this Ancient Stegodon, because I was actually expecting him to charge my dragon, because my dragon was actually further out there, as you can see in the second picture. This is the real location of the dragon. So I think he could just take my side, my flank, but he didn't. It's fine, I guess.
Goes to the Forsaken. What happens next?
He charges the Forsaken. And these guys are grinding down the jungle swarms. They're doing great. Good boys. Then he flew these 3 guys down here. He also said later that he didn't know why he did that. He just kind of felt like it, because he wanted to drop some rocks on me, I guess. But I'm toughness 4, so it's not really insanely dangerous to me. In my turn, he started putting down columns of crystals. He remembered there was a spell, which was very annoying. I will put
That is a very annoying spell.
Yeah, it is a very, very annoying spell. He put down some columns of crystals, and he started blocking my shit. My one dragon, that was not my lord, charged the other jungle swarms, because I looked at the roster, and jungle swarms are like 200 points. So I figured if I kill 2 jungle swarms, that's 400 points. I kill 2 ancient stegodons, that's another 300 points each, or something like that. So that's pretty good. If I do that, then I can just back off, I guess, for the entire game.
Yeah, unless you lose your 500 points of Forsaken.
Yeah, but then I still win, though.
Yeah.
I feel I should. Anyway, my Forsaken are getting battered, as you can see.
Yeah.
And they fell back in good order using Stubborn. He pursued with the Carnos, who are now frenzied. One of them reached and the other one didn't. And my Dragon Lord charged into this Ancient Stegodon. And at this point, I think my Dragon Lord had weapon skill 7, 5 attacks, strength 8, or something like that. And then there was also the dragon. So he just ripped it apart. It was very, very easy. However, and my other dragon also killed the ancient Stegodon. So I killed 2 ancient Stegodons in one turn, and I almost killed these jungle swarms, and I started murdering a lot of these. So I figured, okay, this is going pretty well. This is going pretty well. And I couldn't. I know the Slan is actually here, but he's not. I can't see him for some reason. There's a reason why I couldn't see him. So I couldn't just angle myself and kill him. And the other dragon, the Warpfire dragon, when it killed the ancient Stegodon, of course refused to turn around. It didn't want to do that.
It wanted to keep going.
It wanted to look at the view. So I angled myself here. I believe this was in his turn. This all happened. And then I charged. As you can see, there's some things happening here.
Where did the Warpfire dragon go?
Yeah, the Warpfire dragon got turned to pink mist by some skinks.
Ah.
Which was very sad for me. A very sad thing to happen. And my other dragon over here, he's leadership 8 at this point. And stupid, I think. But he hasn't failed his stupidity
Stupid
test.
again?
Yeah, of course. And
Amazing.
he of course overran, and he wanted to just, he didn't want to be part of the game anymore.
No.
And my other
Why
guy,
should
my
he?
brave general with 5 attacks, weapon skill
Brave
7,
Sir Robin.
strength 8, and he's only taken like 1 or 2 wounds, so he has 7 wounds left, I think. Charges the Carnosaur, which doesn't have meteoric iron, because it's not a lord, it's a hero, I believe. It has 6. It has 6 wounds. So he has 6 wounds at 4+ save and 5 up ward save. I should destroy this man. But Espen's Lizardmen guards were with him, and I proceeded to give him 1 wound with my 11 attacks plus stomp. And he gave me 4 wounds.
Solid.
So I lost that combat.
Yeah, sure thought about that before.
And I fled. I fled before back in good order though, but I decided to use Swift Stride, so I rolled like 12. But yeah, it's a little foreshadowing. I rolled a 12, so I ended somewhere here around the column of crystal, which refuses to be removed because I don't have any mage anymore.
Yeah, rolling an 11 on like hard rolling 11 to remove it is a bit difficult.
It's pretty difficult. So he was here. He was kind of chilling, but we're going into Espen's turn. And in Espen's turn, this looks weird.
Wait,
where
what
all my
happened here?
things? Where are all my things?
Where are all your things? What happened?
What happened was he had the 2 Carnosaurs here, as you can see. One of them was further up, but one Carnosaur decided to charge the horseman, and the horseman fled, as they do. And the other Carnosaur decided to charge my lord. My lord, having taken 4 wounds at this point, so just almost giving up half his points, decides he's leadership 10 at this point to flee. It's a good idea, I feel, because I got a lot of space here. I got a lot of space to rally. Surely I will rally. Foreshadowing. What happens is, yeah.
You rallied, right? You have leadership 10.
No, I did not rally. I rallied.
Oh, you did not rally?
I failed my leadership and fled off the table with my lord. And
but you were so far from the edge.
yeah, it was great. I just
how far did, like, after failing to rally on leadership 10, how far did you roll?
Well, I rolled. I don't want to talk about it, but I rolled double 6. So so that's pretty likely, I guess. You know, failing to rally on 11 and 12, and then fleeing on a 12.
Pro tip: next time use those rolls to remove the column of crystal.
Next time I'll remove those rolls to, I don't know, bring some spells, cast some magic. Anyway, I also had the Marauders over here killed the Jungle Swarms, of course, but then they were picked up by the Skinks because everything else was almost dead.
Yeah.
And I had this guy left, and he couldn't reach anything. He could reach this. No, he couldn't reach this. I think, yeah, he was out of range or something. There was a thing. And these guys down here rallied, the Marauders, and that was the game.
But I heard there was a way you could have won the game pretty easily.
There was a way I could have won the game pretty easily, but I'm a nice guy. When we started playing, we deployed like this. Espen moved up. He put his guy, his Slan Mage Priest, the giant frog, here, and then further moved him up here. He told me, now you can't reach him, which is not true. I can easily reach him as he is a skirmisher, and I have 1 wheel when I charge. So I should be able to easily reach him. This was not the exact formation, of course, but it's very doable. I told him about.
We just move forward until you clear the skinks, then you turn 90 degrees and charge him, and all of a sudden, there's your combat.
Precisely.
It's yeah.
But he seemed like a nice guy, and I try to be a nice guy, so I told him about this and asked if he wanted to move it back, which is fine. So maybe it's also good to learn, I guess, because it's so that doesn't happen to him in the future, because the slan is so important for the army. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. This is it.
Pretty impressive game. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, it is pretty impressive to lose to Lizardmen, but
it is. It's pretty impressive how everything falls apart. It also leads into the final episode of this, where we go through the failings of this army, or actually failings of chaos sometimes.
Tune into the next episode where you'll see how he managed to pick up 20 points in a single game.
Yeah. Next episode is Chaos Reigns, where we face off against some other chaos. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.